What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. In this episode, we're going to be going over how I would spend $1,000 in the current market of August for Pokemon this year. So it's going to be a crazy episode, guys. Sit back, relax. It might be a longer video than usual just due to the fact I'll be going a lot into details, etc., etc. Of course, guys, go ahead and join the Discord. I love to always plug this in just due to the fact that we're building more than a Discord. We're building a community. If you guys want to show off your binder, if you want to ask questions, go ahead, feel free to do that. I'm always active and always on there. And remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so please take all of this and do your own research to it. Please and thank you. Now let's hop into this video. So the month of August for Pokemon investing, just to keep you guys a little bit updated right now, I'm currently on vacation, so I'm not able to stare at the screen like I usually do and analyze current trends, etc., but I still have a good grasp on what's going on right now. Let's make it pretty clear that we have had a massive amount of volume enter the market. Let me rephrase that. We've had a massive amount of product volume enter the market, guys, with Costco, Sam's Club. We even have GameStop, dude. It's just a brand new post Notify posted. And we have so much stuff, guys, entering the market right now, which is a great thing because, as a lot of you know, I'm very, very big on potential. And when we have a lot of product entering the market, it usually indicates a great buying opportunity for a lot of us investors. So this is a great thing that we're having this. We also had a massive news, guys. I went over this last video that Pokemon will be reducing I can't say that word, but I always trip up on that. Distribution to card shops that are charging over MSRP, which will, guys, again, it's gonna be another dam in the river, bro. Pokemon's gonna make Pokemon cards more and more affordable. That's what they're trying to do, guys. I know it's very, very hard right now for them to counter, but they're doing everything in their power, and I really do respect that. A weekly overview, guys, from 8/10 to 8/16. We had Costco, Sam's Club, Target, Walmart just do massive stuff. We have Mega Evolution coming out next month. We have freaking GameStop releasing Surging Sparks ETBs. Like, there is so much going on in the current market that if you're really not analyzing what's actually going to do good long term and what's in print, what's not, what's rotating, then you guys might struggle. So I hope that this video will be able to help you. Now, the first thing I want to go over is Prismatic Evolutions. And I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers just talk about this the whole video. In fact, that's probably going to be the last. I mean, I'm not going to talk about this set too much because you already, guys, you know about this set, bro. We've been in this market for nearly 7 months now. If you started during the Prismatic hype, you know everything about Prismatic. However, one product I do not really think picking up is a bad purchase right now is going to be the SPC. And I talked about this. You could go back on my channel, guys. I'm not kidding when I say this to you. I've been talking about this product a lot. When this was a $190 SPC, I was actually really preaching it, saying that $190 SPC is a very good deal. And right now we're at $215 as their current market price, which still is not bad. And the reason I believe in this SPC, guys, just due to the fact that, let's break it down. This is, guys, the quote-unquote, the legendary king of the sealed product of Prismatic Evolutions. Nothing will top the SPC. It's in the name, Super Premium Collection. Of course, we have the figure. Of course, we have the Prismatic Pokemon Center UTB. But this is, in terms of product, guys, superior to everything else. So if you really want to win in Prismatic Evolutions, overall, this is the way to go. Let's also not forget that the SPCs in general have a very, very unique print run. We do not know how many more of these will be entering the market. We do not know how many of these will be flowing in and out of people's hands. And what I could tell you straight up and honest is that if you guys just want to go ahead and win a long term, buy one of these right now and throw them in your closet for 5 years, and I can nearly promise you that you will see gain on this. I mean, look at Charizard UPC, look at Celebrations, look at 151. Those are all of the top UPCs in the market. I totally understand that there's the Arceus and Greninja, but if we really, really look at, guys, what will be the holy grail of the UPCs of the modern market, it is going to be Prismatic, 151, Charizard, and Celebrations. Those are going to be the 4 that are going to be very, very special moving forward. And hear me out. You know, the reason why I'm so big on Prismatic Evolutions, and most importantly this product, guys, is because Prismatic Evolutions will have a special place in everyone's hearts, no matter if they got into the hype before or after, whatever, right? Prismatic Evolutions just really put a staple into everyone that I bet you if you ask a random stranger out on the street who doesn't even collect Pokemon, hey, have you heard of Prismatic Evolutions? They're probably going to say yeah. So ideally speaking, guys, I really do see this product doing very, very well. And if you have a solid budget right now, this might be a good purchase. Now, keep in mind, right, you know, these products I do talk about, guys, they're going to fluctuate. There's trends. We might get a restock. We might get a reprint of these. However, do not fear, because I invested into Evolving Skies when it was really, really cheap. And there was a lot of people who said Evolving Skies would never pick back up and then the Pokemon hype was over. However, I knew, guys, that Evolving Skies had a very special place in people's hearts during that time. And I knew that long term it was going to do very, very well. That's why I bought so many ETBs. That's why I bought a booster box. That's why I have so many chase cards of Evolving, because I knew it was going to do very, very well. I mean, think about it. What if Evolving Skies had a UPC or an SPC, right? Imagine how expensive that product would be. The fact that Prismatic Evolutions and I have a booster box means that this SPC is really the top tier, guys. And if you really want to stay advantage and have that really nice grip on, the what's the right word, the Gucci product of Prismatic, then the SPC is a solid pathway to go right now. Next up, we do have Evolving Skies. I cannot not add the sudden because, you have $1,000. Evolving Skies, guys, is sort of like investing into, one of the safest things in the world. That's what I think, at least. I mean, if you buy Evolving Skies today, I could tell you 1 year from now, it's going to be worth a lot more. I know there's a lot of people right now who are really focused on picking up Evolving Skies, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. In fact, that's actually a good thing that you guys are acknowledging this really good set. However, I do think that if you do not have a big budget, because I do want to make it clear, right? Investing into Evolving Skies does require a lot of money. You do not invest into Evolving Skies with $50 because you will not get anything. I believe you'll get one pack, and you should not even waste your time. However, one product that I really do see doing well, protectively, guys, etc., is just going to be an Elite Trainer box. I do think that the booster boxes will be doing very, very well. However, as this video is more as this video is more centered around $1,000, I do think that an Evolving Skies ETB, guys, that's a third of the budget, so you still have a lot to play with. It's not a bad pickup right now, because what we see with ETBs in general, guys, is that they're very, very protective. And what I would like to define that as by protective is the fact that, ETBs just have that aesthetic collectability item. You're not really going to see these products go down in the near future, especially as this product, right, such as Evolving Skies, is very, very dry. You're not going to be finding too many of them in the wild right now. I went to a car show recently, guys. I believe, like, a massive car show. You can go and watch that video. I believe I only found around, I'm being so dead honest with you, too. Probably around 5 to 6 Elite Trainer boxes out of 100 vendors, because they're very, very hard to come by right now. And even myself, I'm trying to keep them in my collection. I'm not looking to get rid of them. So if you can pick this up, guys, for a reasonable price, I can promise you that it will do very, very well. Of course, that's in my opinion. I can't really promise you anything. I have to be careful when I say that because, at the end, like, in all humbly honest, none of us investors can promise anything. But, just there's foreshadowing, guys. What do you think Evolving Skies ETBs will be worth, 1 year from now? By the way, if you made it this far into the video and I want to know if you're a real viewer, go ahead, guys, and comment down below. I love Pokestocks. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and comment I love Pokestocks. This is not glazing. It's just like, I know y'all real friends, bro. I'll remember you guys when I hit 10K, okay? I promise. Next up, we have the 151 ETB. Now, same premise here, right? I'm not going to be making up new stuff. Protective, solid, dry market in terms of volume. 151 is doing extremely well, guys. In fact, I do think that 151 is hands down, probably speaking, one of the most sought after sets in 2025, and I do think that moving forward, people will always want 151, not just due to the fact of the chase cards, but just the collectability of the stuff, guys. I mean, it's gone up 300% in 1 year, which is crazy alone, but let's not forget that the set is still pumping. We're nearly up 20% in 1 month, guys, and to have 151 continue to pump so hard, especially now, bro. I mean, during this time, people were expecting that surging spark. Like, I'm not saying that, but like certain sets would be doing very, very well. But 151 is continuing to do extremely well in the market, guys. And just a food for thought here. Is that it? Is how you say it? Food for thought? I don't know. My premise on 151, moving on forward, guys, is I do think that ETBs, Pokemon Center, and the base will just be one of the best products that performed well this year. From the fact that they started at $50 and we have them right now at $300, and the fact that the Pokemon Center ETB is on the road to $1,000 still shocks me to this day. But I don't think it's a bad idea to pick one of these up right now. In fact, it's kind of something I regret at the moment because I slipped on one of them. I could have picked one up for $300, and I'm kind of upset because I know to the next card show I go to, guys, which will be in a month or so, I know that I'll probably be picking it up for 350. Just that is how good the set is growing. It's rising really that fast. And same thing, premise right here, long-term investing. If you guys are short-term or mid-term, that's a very solid way to go right now. But my mindset has always been a long-term, and it's something I just really, really do believe in. Just due to the fact that I've seen it with my own collection, and I have numbers, evidence, and data to prove that. That'll probably be a whole different video. Next up, guys, we have Brilliant Stars. Now, I know I talk about this set so much, especially if you watch my channel. However, let me make it pretty clear to you guys why I love Brilliant Stars, and most importantly, why I'm putting it in this video again. We're actually starting to see some movement into Brilliant, which is a very, very red light. Like, you guys should actually be kind of alert on this, because I was always preaching about Brilliant Stars. It's one of those few sets I've talked about since the beginning of this channel, and I've always talked about how affordable it is. However, we're starting to finally see some movement. We have the Charizard V, guys, actually picking up some pretty good growth. We're at up 8% this month. This went from a $200 near mint holofoil to 226. And that's kind of big, guys. We've never really seen it hit this high. I mean, if I look at the past year, it probably already has passed its all-time high. Actually, I mean, we might be passing it. We just might have hit a new all-time high today, which is kind of crazy. However, what I could just sort of say in terms of what I'm sort of analyzing in the current market is just due to the fact that Brilliant, if it starts to get attention, guys, we're going to start to see the set blow up. And I think it might finally be getting the light shining on it. We have that pumping very, very high. And then, guys, we have this. And as a lot of you know, this is the gem product. This is something I really do believe in. The Pokemon Center ETB. The fact that it is still, quote-unquote, $150 for a market price is shocking to me. However, another massive news, guys. We have movement on it. Right now, the lowest listing on TCG Player is 170, and if we currently look at the latest sales, guys, 170, 180, 175, 160. So congratulations to all of you who ended up picking up this box at 145, 140, or even 150. I was really preaching it at that price point because I can only see this thing going very, very well. I also do want to throw in, I'm not adding it into the video just because I just thought about it right now, but I do think that Astral Radiance is a $130 Pokemon Center ETB. Hands down, probably the most aesthetic one as well with the dark eye on it. I'll get to that later, but that's 130. As I remember, it might be worth more today. But just in fact, that's a very, very good pickup. But guys, let's just take this in again. The reason why I love Brilliant Stars and the reason why I push this set so much is because it contains quality and quantity. I'm not here to preach on this channel quality, quantity, because you can have your own idea of what you want. However, guys, with this set, it contains an Umbreon, a Sylveon, a Pikachu, a Vaporeon, a Jolteon, a Mimikyu, an Arceus, a Charizard. I mean, there's so many quality Pokemon in this set. It's very, very shocking to see how cheap it is. If you were to ask me, Pokestocks, would you recommend picking up every single thing of this set? The booster box, the chase, the Pokemon Center? Hey, man, if you got the money for that, I would highly recommend it. I invested so much into Brilliant Stars back in the day because I knew that this set would do very, very well. I even had a friend tell me, bro, just open the booster box. Stop holding it, man. And I was like, dude, no, I know a set is be worth so much money. And the fact is that it is still cheap kind of pisses me off because, like, I thought it'd be worth way more. And I'm not here to sound like some guy who messed up, guys, because I bought a booster box for 100. I bought a Pokemon Center ETB for $50. I profited 3x. I profited 4 or 5x on this set. I'm not here to complain. However, what I am pretty shocked about is just the fact how so cheap this set is. I gotta stop yapping about it because I'm gonna mess up and just swear and I'm gonna lose everything about this channel. But just a quick summary of Brilliant Stars as a set right now, guys. The reason why it is going to be one of the best Sword and Shield sets moving and forward is just because it contains quality and quantity, and I do think that the hidden gem is the Umbreon VMAX, hands down. Now, let's go ahead, guys, and end this video off by going over GameStop's release schedule. The Pokenotify just posted this. In fact, I believe this is sort of brand new right now. So let's go over what will be happening shortly. And keep in mind, guys, I'll be going over some of my ideas right here. So GameStop is going to be having a lot of new drops. We have booster bundles, which will be dropping 816 for $40. That is kind of expensive. I believe MSRP for this stuff is around 27. So you will be overpaying a bit. However, whatever your thought process on this, long-term, mid-term, short-term, booster bundles always do have that what I like to say, um, aura to them. You know, they're not a bad product to buy. We have booster bundles as well for Black Ball White Flare. I believe that this will be the first wave of these, so that's kind of exciting. We will most likely see a quick downturn in the market as a whole, just due to the fact that we will see pack prices go down, which will lead to ETB, binder, etc. collections become cheaper. Not a bad price as well. We have Journey Together coming out, Prismatic as well getting a restock, Destined Rivals, oof, big set right now. However, this is the exciting stuff, guys. We have Twilight Masquerade. This is a set we've not seen in a hot minute. This will be releasing 9/13 for MSRP for $50. Honestly, might be something I might go ahead and try to pick up myself, just due to the fact that Twilight is one of those few sets that I do not have. And it's very important to have a diverse collection because it will be a good way for growth. Now, here's what I can also throw in about Twilight. It's just one of those few sets that we will probably not see. It's becoming harder and harder, and I think Pokemon is focusing on printing the sets in demand and not too many of the sets that are currently hidden. And Twilight is a great example of that. So, might pick up ETB of this, as well as Surging Sparks. I'm not going to go ahead and yap about this because you guys already know a lot about Surging. Might pick that up for 50. I already had this, picked it up at GameStop last time, so a very, very solid pickup right now. And that's going to be it, guys, for this video. I hope all of you did enjoy. Of course, go ahead, like the video, subscribe, and join the Discord in the comment or description. I appreciate all of you, and I hope all of you guys have a fantastic day. Peace out, Pokestocks. And if you made it this far in this video, comment I love Pokestocks with a dolphin emoji. You guys are the real ones. Peace out.